Previously on the North Downs Way.
The start of the North Downs Way. Paul, an idiot outdoors, has died. I didn't really want to be crying in a tin.
Did you miss me?
Yeah. I'm not going round. According to my map, this is the North Downs Way. You know what's worse than fly tipping? Owl tipping. Bench. How the weather changes. Every time I try and tip a fly, it buzzes off. Never annoy a man with sharp sticks. Did your mother never tell you that? Goodbye, little hide. This was Trosley Country Park. Oh. That's supposed to be my breakfast. I have such a long commute to get to work today. Ta-da! North Downs Way. Trosley Country Park. Very big. I'm tempted to go for the Coldrum Stones though, see how far it is. There's no mention that this bit is the North Downs Way. To the Coldrum Stones, there's actually a better way down the Wheeled Way, which is a bit further here. It goes more direct, as far as I can tell. I'm not this grumpy today. Scenery. This is beautiful. And more stones down there. So I assume that would be where the chamber was. And standing stones around it. You can see why they've put it here, can you? Amazingly beautiful view. They're always in places like that. That's sort of the focal point of the valley. They dug it out in 1912. Apparently it was quite denuded by treasure hunters and everything. It's an amazing thing. 3985-3855 BC. They've been investigating this monument since early 1800s. Medway megaliths. Wow. Apparently are the earliest prehistoric monuments surviving in Britain. Wow. Because we're here. I don't know if we're going anywhere near there. Probably more likely to go up there. But unfortunately it's been destroyed, that one. Flinders Pet Tree. It also did excavations here. Flinders Pet Tree was something John kept talking about. He became a real archaeology nerd. Could have slept in this. Don't know what this was. Yeah, it looks kind of military because of that thing. Scenery. I thought it was going to be more cloudy today. It's turning into a much nicer day. Yellow butterflies. I don't know if that will move some more. Great views, but yeah, I dreaded going down back there. I was like, oh, if we go down, we're going to have to go back up again. Are there any benches? Are they? Quack. This is why I really don't like walking down roads like this. Just had a idiot in a white Hyundai have a go at me for taking up the whole of the road. You can see, it's like I'm not taking up the whole of the road, am I? They come way too close. You see, there was space to go by. They seem to want the whole of the road. And it's like, you know, I'm a pedestrian, I have priority. I just shouted after him, like, you know, I've got priority, you C-word. Taking up this part of the road here was too much for this guy. He's lucky he didn't get his paintwork scratched. I'm not having a good day. I'm going to get insulted by that guy in the white car. It looks like I wasn't supposed to go this way. The sign pointed down this way. Back here again. That was a confusion. I saw the birding 1.5 miles and didn't see the North Downs Way this way. A lot of grasshoppers around here. It's a beautiful place. So many butterflies. And the place is crawling with life. Although that's why I'm not having lunch here. Still trying to recover from that annoying guy in the car. It's like, I was going the wrong way, but that's the other footpath goes down there to Burling, so it's not like I was on the road. But, you know, we don't have jaywalking laws here. I had legal right, and I wasn't sticking out my poles like really far. I was just sticking them out foot past me, because what happens is they clip you. They don't want to go near the brambles or the greenery either, so they want to force you into the nettles and the brambles. What they need to do is slow down, but they don't slow down. They just try and zip past you. It's just dangerous. So what you do is you put your poles. I usually put my poles out like that, sort of like diagonal and sticking out slightly, so so they'll see the poles and they'll go, oh, sharp poles. And that's what the guy got offended by. He had enough space to move past me, he just couldn't sort of zip past me at high speed, scaring the hell out of me. So that's why I was doing that. If you're driving like an idiot, then I need to do stuff like that. And people do drive like an idiot around here on very small roads, and it's, they sort of zoom past you, very close to you, on little roads, even like this. That's why we have to threaten them with sharp sticks, because so there's many times before, they care more about their several grand's worth of paintwork than people, which is not the right way. That's not how it should be, but sadly that's the truth. That guy just really pissed me off, and I was already kind of struggling with hips hurting, but that's kind of been an ongoing thing. The left hip has been, but it comes and goes. It's not a massive problem. Right shoulder, yeah, that was very bad a while ago. It seems to have gone away, and feet hurting. So it really depends on my legs and my shoulder, my state of mind, and I don't find anywhere to camp, and whether I'm in the mood to, I'll walk to Cuxton. I would like to camp tonight. I can, but as I say, about mileage, I don't know. It depends on the rest of me. Certainly, we do need to find ibuprofen. Go over this, apparently. A metal style. That's a new one. How noisy is that? This is apparently a private estate, and there's a weird sign about widening the footpaths for wildlife, but there's code for we're not maintaining our paths. Trying to save money. Allegedly it's through here. Actually tell the lie, it's this one. Nope, not this one either. Oh, why can't they just sign it? Not just have a post leaning, which actually ironically seems to have actually been indicating the right way, which is where I was having my lunch. Yeah, hopefully third time lucky. Found a rare bench. Oh, this is getting harder and harder. Yeah, ouch. It's my shoulder. My shoulders really hurts. My feet hurt as well, but it's mostly my shoulder. Right shoulder. With all the bits where I got lost, it just seems to be endless trying to get there. And yeah, I'm going to take a view soon about what I do tonight, whether I go back or whether I continue, because I'm just feeling it. After 4 days, I'm really feeling it. So I've been wearing my Keep It Green t-shirt inside out since Tuesday, and no one said anything. Why didn't you say anything? That's mad. I was also put it on in a rush on Tuesday, and with all the other stuff that's going on, I haven't noticed. Tells you about this week, really. So the plan is, I'm going to get as far as I can today. I checked that Ashford is 24 miles away. Now, given the state of my legs, what I'll probably do is aim for Maidstone, and maybe past Maidstone. There's a few stations after Maidstone. See how we go, but not rush it, because as I say, my shoulder and my legs, my feet, are not in a great state. I don't want to do any damage. I've got to remind myself I'm sort of back into doing this. I've been surprised how quickly I have got back into it. So it's not a complete sort of starting from the beginning. Maybe because the equipment and experience, but you know, it's not too bad. But I still, have to kind of retrain my legs. I mean, Dorking to Maidstone is not too shabby. All I wanted was Dorking to Ashford, because Ashford is easy to get back to. And also, I think that's where the loop is. I said 153 miles, but that seems to include, as far as I can tell, the loop around Canterbury, which I can do. Maybe if I go back, I can then do that loop round and then kind of almost like come back where I started. What kind of autonomous machine? Didn't see anything. Very strange. More vineyards. Yep, nearly at Cuxton. I have a fun choice of saying I walk down the road or walk down the path, and kind of like the smaller roads. I think I might do the latter, even though it's a bit further around. So I don't really want to walk twice up the road. This is why I go wrong, because look, I just walked from there, which is apparently called Hope Birch, planting Pinot Noir and Bacchus. I didn't know Bacchus was a grape type. And you think I'd go that way, but according to the map, no, this way. I see no sign I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, there it is. That'll be helpful back here. There's one of these. Farnham 71 miles, Canterbury 42, Dover 54. Shame I had to do something on that Sunday, otherwise I could... Well, I think I probably do need a rest. Detling is 12 miles. Oh, is it 12 miles? This is a well-sighted bench. Although maybe not a well-sighted camera. Oh, some breeze. It's 25, 26 degrees. It's interesting just walking down there. This is Ranscombe Farm. You can just feel the heat radiating off the rock. I've just been into Cuxton. Got a massive chocolate milkshake and drank it all. Still 50-50 about this, because I was sitting outside the library in Cuxton, having to have a half a mile walk back to the path, and my feet were just so hurting. I was just like, there's a station at Cuxton, we could just go home. But I decided to keep going, at least to get over the Medway, because we'll be crossing over the Medway with the M2. So yeah, another motorway, North Downs motorway. We're only at 6-7 miles to Cuxton, and it's just been really hard. Just today has been a struggle, and I think it's just not having the ibuprofen, not having the good sleep last night, or reasonable sleep. You know, I don't have great sleep when I'm hiking. I was a bit thrown by the sign there saying 12 miles to Detling. I thought it was a bit closer than that. The way I'm feeling is absolutely no way can I make it to Ashford. Not in this heat. I might get sort of a second wind not walking on tarmac in the cool of the evening, might for a bit. Yeah, walking through fields like this, unsheltered fields. It's just, and then walking up the hills I've just done is just, lovely views though. And I'm probably flashing the whole of Kent at the moment, but I don't give a. North Downs Way comes to all the nicest places. North Downs Motorway. I would say one for Paul, but yeah. North Downs Way brings you to all the beautiful places, part 2. Ooh, some nice graffiti. This is not just tagging, I suppose. Maybe a better view of it. Yep, the M2 bridge over the Medway. They're somehow going to be crossing that. very long road. Very noisy. We had an 8 walk over it. You too can have a Barrett home next to the M2 bridge. That's the deal of the century. The most luxury bench ever. Well, it's just more fly tipping. I think someone's bed. Seems to be dry though. The area is called Borstal, which kind of sums it up really. And I've just seen a couple in, well, one in a cocktail dress and the other one in posh attire, as if like they just come out of a posh disco, hanging by the M2 bridge, as you do, on a duvan settee thing. Is it Purgatory or is it Kent? So hard to tell. Stay classy, Kent. Stay classy. Another down, but also another motorway, so it evens out, which is almost quite nice. And sunlight, almost. Wow. Some actual breeze, which is brilliant. It's so stuffy down there. The ultras don't have that much cushioning, it seems. They're quite good, but I do feel the odd stone. I need something similar to Zero Drop to ultras that have got a bit more cushioning. Maybe one of their other makes. You can tell my feet are bad. I'm having to sort of do a break every 30 or 45 minutes. You know, not every hour as I usually would. I have to do regular breaks. So I'm not really in a hurry. Once I get there tonight, it's having to be slow and steady rather than usual pace, because it's just, ow. What it doesn't help is tarmac. A horrible, horrible, horrible bridge section. The heat is not helping. I don't know if it's still 26 degrees, but it's not cooled down yet. It's 6 o'clock, 6:30. It's still boiling. I do think I'm hiding in the woods and sitting on a weirdly burnt log. Don't know why someone's burnt that. I don't know. It is such a beautiful day. It's starting to cool down. Once has had some ibuprofen at night, and then hopefully a proper rest, probably a lot better. Am I supposed to be in here or? I don't know. It directed me up here, but some of that stuff is really confusing. Penis wagon. But yeah, it's beautiful. Light shining on the Medway. As it's possibly my last night. I mean, never say never, but thinking you're back on Saturday. As it's my last night, I'm not so bothered about being so visible. That's a tradition. Last night, you just don't care. Got the water from a place called Robin Hood, ready to give in their prices of their old moot fruit cider is about right. No, it wasn't too bad. It's about normal, a bit cheaper than London. That's what's in here. Got the rest of it in the bottle. They didn't fill the bottles fully though. I hate it when that happens. So I might need to find some extra water. It means from now on I can just go find somewhere, anywhere. I can camp anywhere. Gonna go in. I'd rather not on this horrible road. People drive like crazy. Yeah, it seems to be a trend around here. People just driving as if like, why are you walking on the road? The road is mine. I was just thinking about that, how the world is going to quack, and how, you know, we lost some of the good ones like Paul, and how the horrible ones remain. No, I haven't drunk too much of this one. I had half of it, but you know, there is this attitude of I, me, mine, and to quote George Harrison, and it's just depressing. It's not the way the world should work, and it's not the way the world will work. And eventually they will learn this, but it'll be probably too late when it's all gone to quack irreparably. Then they'll start moaning about it. Much better view to drink my berries and cherries cider, and I'm doing that in honour of John and Paul. Much nicer view. Cheers, Paul. Cheers, John. Friday was our date night. It's Friday night tonight. We usually have something alcoholic on Fridays, if I can. Just to remember, and we usually share wine together. So, cheers. This is from Bluebell Hill. I don't know if I'll find anywhere. There's some people up here. Tempted to be naughty and just kind of camp anywhere. I mean, as I say, if people have this attitude of like, why, you know, society is dead, I can do what I want. I don't want to be that kind of person. Sometimes you're like, you know what, mate? Screw you. But yeah, I'm not saying everyone should be like that, and I'm not saying it should be like all the time, but sometimes, every once in a while, on blue moon, you know, I'm faced with people going, oh, get out of my way, I own everything, you are, you're little people, get out of my way. Sometimes you have to kind of reclaim that and just say, get lost. But then I'd remember people like Paul saying, be nice. So. The best of people. Bluebell Hill is a bust. Too many teenage smokers and people up there. You know, there for the sunset, but you know, if there's anything like Box Hill, you need to be away from those people. Because people will go up there and it's very public. I want to be bold, but I don't need that bold. So I'm now heading down towards, there's a sort of wood reserve after Kit's Coty, where we'll probably find somewhere. If not, maybe end up at Boxley, I don't know. This is possible, but I don't really want to go next to discarded fridges and whatever. Maybe. Could always come back. You found it. This is Kit's Coty, I think. Just at the right time. That's worth finding it. Another very old piece of Neolithic. You know, 3,500 odd BC, or the older part of the Medway. Megalithic. I wonder if John came here. John, did you come here? I'm not sure. An amazing view. Because I went looking up there for Kit's Coty and I couldn't find it. This must be what it is. Wow, there's a whole cluster of them here. I'm tempted to camp here, that would be really naughty there. Set up the tent. Very weird wood, I don't know. It's not marked on the map who owns this. So you can see that. Yeah, I'm by a sort of fairly busy local road, not an A road. I don't know if you can see me. It's whizzing by. Probably not. What a difference having a decent sleep and having ibuprofen makes. Yeah, I feel a lot better. It's really late. I mean, it's coming up to 9 o'clock. The tent is nice and warm. It's a beautiful place. It's a shame I would have breakfast here if I had enough water. I don't, sadly. This is where I ended up. There's remains of some house or some structure. You can see this flat area. I don't know what it was.
but it seems to be a disused ward. You can see people having fires, and there's a path running through here, and used by locals as a sort of shortcut, maybe. I don't know, but the important thing is I could find it. I saw it by the road and just sort of went inside. I was like, "Oh, there's no fences. Oh, it's flat here." I went further in as possible, right by the fence. Oh, me? Oh, that's better. Yeah, I had a look at the map last night. I would love to. I don't think my legs will do it. I'd love to get to Charing, who's 14 miles away, because that's by Ashford. But there are other stations along there I can get out at. Hopefully today I can get going a bit easier. With the power of having some rest. We'll see how our legs are doing. So at very least we get to Maidstone. Absolutely no way if I do 18 miles today. That would be a struggle on a good day.
That was the end of part 6 of North Downs Way. We travelled a distance of 14 miles and a total of 85 miles. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please click the like button or hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel and you can find out more about what's coming up. And a question for everybody: have you found any archaeological places or historical things on your travels? Let me know in the comments. On screen now will be the next day of the series when it's available, otherwise it'll be the previous day. And I hope you're well, look after yourself, and I'll speak to you soon.